Hello, hello. Welcome. I've got this thing stuck on Zoom. I have to admit people into the room. So we are literally going to give it 2 minutes. So I have to manually have people come in and enter. But thank you so much for being here, guys. We've got some super exciting updates. I was just so excited to you. I said if people don't like these updates, I'm going to eat this macrame wall.
That wasn't quite exactly what she said, but it was along those lines.
It was, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, we're so excited about this. Hi, Gina. Hi, Hannah. Okay, so like I say, we'll give it a couple of minutes just in case anyone else would like to join us. There's loads of things popping up on my screen right now. Okay, so I'm just opening up Windows. We're super excited. Okay, first of all, happy Thanksgiving to anyone in America who's here or watching this replay. Hope you had a good one. We're planning on jumping into December now, into Christmas, and
Halloween's gone, Thanksgiving's gone,
yeah,
December's here.
It is really the festive season. They call it the festive season because it literally is an entire season of festivities.
And starting
with Halloween.
Love Halloween.
Yeah. And then in Thanksgiving, and then into Christmas, and then into New Year, and then into my stepdad's birthday because he's 4th of January. Not that everyone celebrates that.
Well, I'm New Year's Eve, so everyone does celebrate my birthday. It's a terrible birthday.
It's the worst birthday ever.
Hogmanay, terrible birthday. The whole world celebrates, but I don't get to be princess for the day.
Yeah.
Yay.
But you could be at the biggest parties though.
But it's not about me.
Well, you can pretend it's about you.
We normally move it to the beginning of January and do something then. And then we can keep celebrating. It's a good excuse.
Yeah. But I know you'll be here.
I'll be here.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so we put out a little invitation for people to come and join this call because we've created something really amazing. So as you guys know, we've been doing doTERRA for Life the last year, which has been pretty intense. And we are on the last month now, so we've just released the very last month of doTERRA for Life. Yeah, and then we had this crazy, actually I had this crazy idea. Heather's not responsible. I had this crazy idea, and I was saying to Heather, I think that people have to work too much to get this out to people, you know, like we want to be able to sort of give people something that it doesn't even require customization if they don't want to customize it. So then I suggested that we made videos together. So we pre-recorded these videos and we gave them to people as classes, and then we needed to do an introduction video because we were introducing ourselves as working with you. And then it just ended up snowballing into this big thing, and we ended up doing a bunch more videos. And then we
completely went down the rabbit hole and snowballed. Yes.
Yeah, it went in and out and around the rabbit hole, and we've now created and put something together. Which, I mean, I was literally looking at it today and finishing bits and pieces off today, details and things, thinking there's nothing out there even remotely like this. And it's so exciting. So I'm going to go to this, you know, I thought to myself, I'll put together like a rundown, I guess, in a way, of all the things that I thought were really great about this actual course. And then I would put them out on a webinar and see how people reacted to them. So the first thing I said about this concept, or the thing that we're going to talk about, is that it would transform the way you do doTERRA. And I think it would definitely transform the way someone does doTERRA. So right now we believe, or what we've come to know, is that there is a lot of people out there doing doTERRA in the traditional way, where they kind of like do one-on-one consultations and things like that. And we were thinking, like, this is not easy to scale. You need your legs because you need the rapid amount. You need the scalability.
You need the growth, and you need to be leveling people up and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. But you know, there's no way for you, I don't believe, physically to grow to a big scale on your own, even if you,
It's time consuming, isn't it? If
yeah,
you're doing one-to-ones and meeting with people individually, you're limited
yeah,
as to how much you can actually do.
exactly. So as being an online business person and really embedded into the one-to-many model myself, with the other businesses that I have and things, I really wanted to bring something to the table with doTERRA that would allow you to just scale, like scale, but do it in a really personal way. Because
yeah, because you don't want it to feel like, you know,
yeah, like another number.
And you're nobody.
And we've also heard from and talked to a lot of people, customers, like we do a lot of research for this stuff, and I'm in a lot of groups, and I, you know, observe a lot of things. And so many times you see doTERRA people in these groups going, well, I signed up and then no one's done anything with me, no one's contacted me, no one cares about me, what do I do now? And I'm thinking about selling the oils, and the person that signed me up isn't responding to me, and
or I bought all these oils and I don't know what to do with them now.
Yeah,
they signed me up in a kit and I'm stuck.
Yeah. And what does that really tell you? It's kind of like, oh, some people are great at signing up, but they're so overwhelmed, in my opinion, with keeping up with everything that all they're doing is signing people up. And yeah, I mean, we've talked to people and worked with people who are in this kind of like cycle of, we just got to sign more people up, you know.
Well, we want to grow those legs and really get some depth to them, because that's what's going to help you rank.
Yeah.
If you can get people below you ranking properly.
Because the more people you have underneath you that are doing the sign-ups and nurturing the customers the way you nurture the customers, the better business you'll have. Mm-hmm. So this was the first thing on my mind, and this is the first thing with doTERRA for Life when we came up with this concept, that there's got to be a way to scale where it doesn't feel like you're being abandoned or dropped or, you know, like lost in some way. So this is why we said, first of all, would you like to keep like discover a new way to keep your doTERRA business and your customers happy no matter what kind of niche market you have? So the second thing we were thinking about is like, okay, how do we do this at scale where we don't have to make something specifically for that person or specifically for that niche, something that anyone could take, customize a little bit to their niche if they wanted to, or if they didn't want to, they wouldn't have to customize it at all. And then we set to work on creating something like that. So something that was very not, we were actually talking about how generic doTERRA feels sometimes, and a lot of people have come to us and said like how generic it feels sometimes. So we wanted something that didn't feel generic but was generic.
I think the reason why it's so generic is because they're trying to give you the space and the creativity that you can do it your own way.
Yeah.
But not everyone can do that or has the time to do that.
Exactly.
And we wanted to make it more easy for people to get that kind of interesting, nourishing, nurturing vibe.
Yeah. So the second thing that we wanted to address is, would you like your customers ordering every month on an LRP where they're eligible for the free product of the month without having to do any selling or consults or plans? Okay, so consultations are great. Do them if someone comes to you. But I think there's too much emphasis and too much weight on, I have to get people into a consultation or to sell to them. I have to get people in a wellness plan to get them as a customer or something like that. Like there's only a one-way street in terms of how you bring people into doTERRA, and we wanted to kind of open up another lane, you know, and see what we could do in that direction. So one of the things that we wanted to build into this structure was something that people didn't have to think about. You know, even Heather says to me, okay, so we have our LRP every month, and she says to me, what oils do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, but
just order me something. Something I don't have.
I don't know, get me some ginger. You know? Like I literally, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And I don't, you know, and this is probably a bad effort, but I'm not an oily and naturally oily person. Heather's got it all figured out. She knows what she wants. She knows what she's going to get. She knows what she's going to do.
I'm like, what would you like?
And then she's like, do you want some else? But my brain doesn't function like that. Like I need someone to tell me,
you're having this.
You need this oil because it's going to do this for you. Like, you need this oil because this is going to happen. So it's actually a really good dynamic between me and Heather, because I am actually the most difficult doTERRA customer that ever lived. And she's very persistent with me about these oils. So yeah, literally when she says to me, okay, what do you want this month? Like, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, like, get me anything, you know. And she's like, well, why I've got you this for you. And I'm like, okay, I'll use that. If you get it for me, I'll use it.
Tell me what to do with it and I'll use it.
Yeah. So because she was like, I've got you some, what'd you get me? Vanilla. Yeah. So like within this concept, I thought to myself, there is going to be a million other people out there like me who are like, okay, the oils, I mean, I love my diffuser, you know, I'm very limited, you know, with that. But there's going to be other people out there who are like, tell me what to order, tell me what to do with it. Like, if you tell me what to do, I'll do it. So this is the second thing that we've built, or the third, many things we built into this course, which were like, these are the things you order, and this is why you're ordering them right now, and this is what they're going to do for you. And you don't even have to think about that anymore. And that's for the over the course of 12 months. Okay, so this is like a full-on life coaching program with doTERRA. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a life coaching program with doTERRA built into it.
But if you are thinking of, you know, you're doing doTERRA as a business, it's a great way to build, because people are on an LRP, because they're coming in on a kit, because they're buying every month, you're going to get your fast start and you're going to be moving up. You know, it's a great way from your side. Also, it's a great way to teach your customers who want to grow their business that they can also do this model as well.
Yeah, so it ticks so many boxes in terms of the LRP, the fast start, getting people in on the home essentials kit,
getting their free oils and their points and stuff, because we all have a good freebie.
Yeah.
And once they start seeing their points building up and they get their free oil every month, you know, and they're starting to use these oils and really starting to get passionate about them, that's it. Once you're hooked, you're hooked.
Yeah. And also we wanted to create something as well that somebody would say, oh, you've got to try this. So not only do you just have someone sign up and use some oils, that there's nothing for anyone really to talk about, but when you've got like so many topics like career, and you know, these are all life topics that people talk about daily.
Yeah.
You know, Margarita Mondays, get together with the girls, talking about career, talking about stress at work, things like that. Suddenly you're talking about doTERRA for life, because that's how what's we're talking about in doTERRA for life.
You can add the oils to your margarita. Got plenty of margarita recipes out there.
Yeah, you have the oils and the margarita, de-stress at the same time. I mean, it's brilliant. Win-win. So the LRP was a huge thing for us, and we wanted to really do something that people struggle with. People struggle getting people on the LRP.
But also people worry going on the LRP and they think, oh, but what if I don't change my order every month? And what if I don't know what to buy? And that's what you're saying. It's great that you're telling them, okay, now this, now this, now this. That they know exactly what they're getting. They don't have that fear, and they don't feel as though they're buying just for the sake of it. And it's like, oh, I'm just buying this because I'm on an LRP. They're buying it for a purpose.
Yeah.
They've got a reason to buy it, and they know what they're doing with the oils. And that's a huge thing.
It's huge, people, really huge. So the next thing that we wanted to cover and we wanted to really think about, and we're going to give you a solution for all of these things at the end, is, would you like to provide consistent value to your customers over the course of a year without having to create a single piece of content? So we both know, me and Heather both know, that content creation is time consuming, particularly when it's relating to the oils. Okay. You have to do a lot of creation work, research, thinking, planning, all of that stuff when it comes to the oils. Now, I've seen a lot of the doTERRA stuff that comes out, and again, it's very much on the generic side. It's not really pinpointing real problems and life situations and things that people really, really need. It's more about general health and well-being.
Lemon does this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very general.
Yeah, you know, so we wanted to create something that was really like, what do people really, really want? And then giving people the mechanism to give people what they really, really want, but without anyone actually having to do anything for it, because we've done it for you. That was another thing that was really important to us. We wanted people to not feel it was too much hard work, to actually be able to go ahead and implement these things.
But likewise, at the same time, if people want to add their touch and everything to it, they still can customize it and they can make it their own. So it works on both sides, doesn't it? If people want to be creative, they can.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of, okay, well, if we create a recipe for you and you want to change the name of the recipe, change the name of the recipe. If you think that something is going to resonate more with your audience, then do it. But it's the fact that you didn't have to do all the hard work or the groundwork or even do anything or change anything if you didn't want to. So the content creation was another big thing. So we're covering like the LRP, the content creation, the value given to the customers, which is when you're doing it individually, one by one, it's quite time consuming. So we wanted to help everyone with that. And then the next thing was, and this is a big one for me as an online business person, I'm advising people constantly about email marketing. Okay, if you don't remain consistent with your email marketing, with your connections, with your social media and things like that, you know, if you're not keeping in touch with people, don't expect them to keep in touch with you. You know, like if you're not giving, don't expect to get. It's very much like that in the online verse, you know, like the interverse. So a lot of people will say, like, I'm not, you know, like I sign up my customers and then they disappear, and I'm like, well, how often do you email them?
No, I don't. doTERRA email them.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I need to
So many times. doTERRA email them. They send the emails. I
don't need to. No.
What was that off? Strike it. Look, I don't know. Blankety blank, like some game show. Okay, so yeah, so the whole email thing, and then everyone was like, well, what do I write? What do I say? What would I say to people? You know, and then it's like, okay, well, you need to create content again. And then if you're not naturally a writer, if you're not a natural content creator, if you're not somebody who is again told, like the LRP order, send this email on this day at this time, send this email, customize this, put this link in here, do this thing, you know, and it's that. So with doTERRA and with everything that you can find in doTERRA online, you know, you can find emails and you can find social media shareables and you can find classes that you can do, but it's all disconnected, you know, like it's all like, oh, if I take that and then I put it with that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you have to try and find a way to connect it, and it doesn't always work.
Yeah, like you have a bunch of emails or you have a bunch of content or you have something, but then it's like, oh, I'm buying this from this person and then I'm buying this from this person, and both things are great, but they don't work together.
It just starts to feel disjointed.
Yeah, it starts to feel disjointed. So you need something that's going to actually cohesively work together as a whole, which doesn't require you to think about what emails are going to send and when. So we fixed that. And then, would you like to train your customers in how to use the oils without having to host any classes, meetings, or doing endless consultations? That was a big thing for me, because I said to Heather, market research with me, if I would love to tell someone, like, doTERRA is awesome, I use these oils for this specifically, but that might not mean that's what they would want to use the oils for, you know, like personally it's mostly I eat and drink them, you know, apart from yoga collection I put in my diffuser. Anyway,
you can't eat or drink those.
No,
definitely not.
So yeah, so for me it's very much like, oh, I put lemon in tzatziki and things like that, but then sometimes, particularly my husband, is like, oh god, don't put oils in that food. You know, so that obviously is a different market for the oils. You would want to tell them something different. So for somebody like me who has a very specific way of using the oils, I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't really have the knowledge that Heather has, for example, who's very much in love with the oils for many different reasons. I don't really have the knowledge or the inkling to know how to tell someone fully about what these oils can potentially do for them in their specific circumstance. So then you say to yourself, well, that's why doTERRA say do consultations, wellness consultations, and ask the right questions and things like that. But I'm a busy person. Like, I got 5 kids and a few businesses and, you know, things going on. I don't have time to do additional wellness consultations, but I would still like to reap the benefits of sharing doTERRA oils. So what do? Terra for life, because it's pre-recorded, pre-written information, videos, resources, everything that you could possibly want and need to then deliver to a customer, with it being a completely seamless experience, and teaching them about the oils and sharing with them about the oils, but not in a generic, oh, I could have found that on the doTERRA website kind of way. But in, you know, there's loads of people out there. We could have taken, you know, like recipes and put things like lemon in them and just plucked the information off doTERRA website and said, okay, well, this is what lemon does. But we didn't do that. You know, we picked specific topics that are applicable to everybody in life. We've picked abundance and love and career and finances and
character and
social and well-being, spirituality. I mean, we've covered the whole spectrum of life, and we've then looked at the oils and thought, how does this oil apply specifically to this topic?
Yeah, how will it support this person to reach that goal or to gain what they're trying to gain from that topic?
Yeah, because everyone has an attention span. Okay, now if someone said to me, like, I'm going to take the finance one as a big thing. So the finance module for me was, I loved it. It was really intriguing because I'm very much into, and the abundance one too. You know, I love business, I love finances, I love financial planning. I was in financial planning for many years. Funny enough, I hated the job, but I loved the concept of it. But finances to me was a big thing. Now, if somebody told me that doTERRA oils could be linked to finances, or generating finances, or organizing finances, yeah, I would have been interested, but I would never have been interested in just doTERRA oils. Until you give me something that I'm interested in, that is applicable to my life, you know. And then we started and then I created this money spa, which is on the website if you want to check that out. So I created the money spa and I used the oils for abundance of finance within it, because yes, I have ylang ylang and I pour it inside my purse because it's an oil of abundance, and it reminds me now of abundance every time I open my purse. And I tell this story a lot because it's so, like, it resonates with me as such a thing that I would never have thought, I'll put ylang ylang in my purse because it's an oil of abundance and it will attract money to me and things like that. But it absolutely does. I refilled my purse this morning. In fact,
I've got it in mine as well, but I've got this, someone gifted it to me and it's beautiful, this gorgeous leather wallet. And I worry about dripping it in, that it's going to go through because it's really, really fine. So I put it on a tissue and I folded it so it's really nice and pretty, and I put that in and just replace the tissue.
Well, that's a good idea. I just chuck it in. Drip,
Pocket it in.
However way you want to, you know, disperse your ylang ylang in your wallet.
I get the ylang ylang as well. And every time I'm buying something, I was doing it today before I came here, and I was thinking, okay, that's reminding me to be grateful for having the money to buy this purchase. And yeah, it's just lovely.
Yeah,
when you're at the till and you're like, okay, there's my reminder.
Yeah, it smells are, you know, and I knew this before.
They're triggers, aren't they?
They're triggers because you have them from your childhood. You know, like fresh baked bread, you know, like grandma's house or something like that. It triggers and it things like that. So now I associate ylang ylang with abundance and money, and you know, and the fact that I open my wallet and I never think about how little is in there because I never have any cash. I got 5 kids. It's all disappearing every day. But you know, like, it's my cards and everything like that. I always think open abundance.
Yeah.
You know, money.
Be grateful. I'm buying this purchase. It's going to do this for me. Yeah, it's really good.
So this is just one example of, you know, how the oils have such a different effect and impact on people based on what they know you can do with them. You know, somebody who is an animal lover probably wouldn't use the oils for normal purposes, but if it's something to do with the welfare or the well-being of the animal, they would probably be interested in it, you know. So that's why we've covered so many different topics. And the spirituality topic,
that was my favorite one.
Yeah, the spirituality topic with the chakras and things like that, there's a lot of us woo-woo people out there. I'm one of them. And you know, we can all use the oils for this purpose too. So it's really, it was really interesting as we were going through and building this, about, you know, thinking about how we could appeal to different people, and how this would bring about talking points, you know, and talking subjects of, oh, well, you use essential oils, is it just for massage? Well, no, you put them in your purse, and you know, you track money with them and things like that. Fantastic. So we wanted to also do a whole training concept of the oils, but not the traditional, this is what they are and this is what they do, but this is what results you're going to achieve. This is how they're going to benefit you. This is the things that have been associated with the oils that could be associated with the things that you're doing in life. And then we wanted to do all of this without having anyone, because again, this is why we make such a good team. She was like, about the tech stuff, and if I have to do anything techy, I probably won't do it, you know. And then we were like, okay, well, how do we fix this problem, you know?
And I think a lot of doTERRA people, some are quite techy, but a lot aren't. And obviously a lot of our customers have come in and they're very techy and they're very savvy and they want to grow a business and they're interested in the online business side and they like the oils, but they don't necessarily know a lot about the actual oils. So they don't feel comfortable to train their customers and tell them. So that's the part that I can kind of do. But when it comes to setting up the emails and the content and everything, I can't do that, but you can. So you're almost getting two lots of expertise together in this whole big one package.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just realized we've got a chat thing going on here. Gina says email is huge. Yes. It really is huge. And staying in touch with people, but not just that, we've built other things into doTERRA for Life now, which is something I've started to use, is channels, Instagram channels, WhatsApp channels. Email is always going to be a given, but there are other ways to communicate directly now in real time with people, like the WhatsApp channels and the emails channels. So I've kind of like added those in as a possible additional resource that you might want to share with people. You know, I'll set up a WhatsApp channel, people can follow my WhatsApp channel, because I was saying the other day actually to a colleague, you know, like they were talking about the emails and they were saying, I've had all these people kind of sign up, but they're not opening my emails. And I'm like, because we live in this environment, yes, long emails. So we live in this environment right now where it's so like instant, instant. And I said, look, I can go sometimes a week without opening my emails, or I'll look at something and think, oh, I'll get to that later. But I won't go a day without opening my WhatsApp messages. You know, and that's the kind of transition we're making right now. So offering Instagram channels, offering WhatsApp channels where you get the notification come through on your phone, you click and you open it, you know, because everyone's on their WhatsApp messages or messenger services constantly.
But covering all the bases, isn't it?
It is.
Catching everyone.
Whereas they might not be in their email. So you need something, again, like you just said, to capture everybody. So we've kind of built this monster of a thing, which really is going to resolve so many of these issues. It resolves all of these issues, actually. And we've added so much to it. So for those of you who've been following for a while, if you're listening to this now on the replay or whatever, you know that we've been building on this doTERRA for Life for a long time. And we've just released the last module, which is our module on social.
Which is perfect for this month.
Yeah, so we basically planned out all of the months to be kind of coinciding with the time of the year. You know, obviously the love was around Valentine's, the finances was around tax season. You know, it kind of everything sort of just generally coincided with each other. So that's why it's such a great course to start at the beginning of the year. So I would definitely say, get this course and try to get it out and start it out there, and like set yourself a goal and set yourself a target to start this course in January, because you're going to be able to like really guide people through a path which I think they're going to really enjoy, and you are also going to be able to really reap the benefits from that from the start of the year. So now we
personal growth on this. I mean, if you're following the course and you're following the affirmations and you're looking at the mentors that are on there and stuff, you're just going to grow as a person so much. It's going to give you so much balance.
So we created this doTERRA for Life course, and we created it originally in the mind, like we would give you the information, the details, and then you would then make it yours. And that was always the premise and the idea. But then we realized that by doing that, people were procrastinating, not quite moving forward, or it was taking too long. And so this is why we've built on these little extras for you. I wouldn't actually, they're not little extras, they're quite big extras. But
I was added a whole nother section to the course.
I'm going to screen share now, and I'm going to take you through doTERRA for Life. Okay, so what doTERRA for Life is now is way more than we ever anticipated or thought it would be. But still, at the same time, it's bloody brilliant. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take you, first of all, I'm going to take you through what doTERRA for Life looks like on the back end, and then I'm going to show you what doTERRA for Life could look like on the front end for you as well. Okay, so on the back end, we've basically created this monster of a course for you. So if I scroll down here, you'll see all of this. On the left hand side, we've got our introduction, obviously, about how to use it. Now we've got our done for you instructor system, which is something that I've been working on and we've been building on together to get ready for you. There are obviously the normal templates and resources. So if you wanted to take any of doTERRA for Life and even just create your own module and say, do you know what, I love all the 12 modules, but I want to create my own module now. You know, on another topic, we've actually given you the templates that we've used to create this program in there, so you could literally add on your own modules. Like this program is so diverse and can go in so many different directions, and you've got all the tools there to be able to take it wherever you want to take it.
Thing is, once if you're running it as a course and you do the 12 modules, and after that you think I want to keep going, you could do module 13, 14.
Yeah.
But by that point you have so much knowledge that you could put these together so easily, and it would just keep running as a course. Or you could do one that matches your niche market. The possibilities are endless there.
Absolutely. So we've got all the templates in there that we've used, right down to the meditation script that I use to make the meditations, to all the Canva templates for the books and the mini books and the presentation. Like, you can just go in there and say, right, I want to create my own module now. You can go in there and do it with the templates and resources. If you don't want to do anything, if you're the lazy person's doTERRA, and that would be me.
You're not lazy if you're the
it would be me.
Not so tech savvy person.
If you just didn't want to make the presentations, do anything you want to, like, if you didn't want to record videos,
or if you're still learning and it's like slowly, but you want to get started.
She puts it way nicer than I do. Like, I'm just
Well, I'm not lazy, but I couldn't do it. So I want this.
Okay, yeah. If you just simply do not want to do it, then we now have a done for you instructor system, which is phenomenal. I'm just going to walk you through this done for you instructor system. Okay. So the first thing we have in the done for you instructor system is all the items, all the resources that you need to gather in order to basically make this your own course. There's a list of them here, and I've done a video to walk you through and show you where each of these resources is. I'll show you at the end as well how it looks. Then you create your links. So obviously in every module, every topic has a fixed LRP order, which is relating to everything inside the topic. So you need to go through and just create your 12 links. The first is the enrollment kit. So the enrollment link for the Home Essentials kit. And then the rest are the individual oils that Heather has put together to ensure that they come under the LRP and free product of the month if you want to order, and da-da. So that's how you create your links, and we've got a video in there for you on how to do that. So you just go through and create your 12 LRP links, and we give you all the oils that you need to do to create those links. We couldn't do that for you because we don't have access to your account.
Yeah.
Then we've got the introduction video. Now on this introduction video, basically what we're doing is we're introducing myself and Heather, because we're the ones teaching the Done For You course. But we're introducing ourselves as working in association with you, and throughout this entire series and all these videos, we're directing everybody back to you.
So any questions, they come back to you.
Yes.
Any sign-ups, they come back to you.
Contact your wellness advocate. Contact your wellness advocate. Contact your wellness advocate. So like it's constantly about that. So we're absolutely not trying to bring people into our side of things or All Meat Baby or anything like that. We're simply working in association, and we've done these videos, particularly this introduction video, to introduce ourselves as part of your team. Essentially, we work for you.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's how we've kind of put this doTERRA for Life thing together, that we're working with you in association with you and working for you. And if anyone has anything that they need relating to the oils, they need to contact you for that. So we've got the MP4 video in there and the thumbnail image. So we're giving you all the resources that you just download and then put on your own website. Then there's a Done For You setup. So I've done a video showing you how to basically set things up, how to, particularly in Podia, obviously, because we have our .com website, which we sort of build for people. But using this system, it'll look, I'll show you how it'll look anyway in a minute, but it's about how to upload files, how to add videos, how to add thumbnails, you know, all of that kind of techie stuff is inside this video on the setup. And then the Done For You layout. So this is what it will, I've showed you and done a walkthrough video of what it would look like for the end user. So that would be for your customer coming in. So we've got the course introduction, doTERRA for Life, which is what we recommend that you give away for free to people. Okay, so we recommend that you bring people in on the first module and the first kind of, you know, experience with this, bringing people in free, and then saying, look, this is what we can offer you on the Home Essentials Kit. Sign up for the Home Essentials Kit, and you will get the rest of all the 11 modules completely free as part of our service, which is your service. Okay, so you basically showcase this as your service, your course, what you offer to your customers when they sign up, and basically we get people in on the Home Essentials Kit. Now, if someone comes and says to you, well, I have a diffuser, obviously you might want to say to them, okay, we'll sign up on the Family Essentials Kit. You might want to customize that a little bit, but for most people, I suspect they'll be coming in fresh. Or
but tell you what, see, even if you've got a diffuser, getting that second diffuser,
you want another diffuser.
One in the bedroom, one in the office, one in the living room. You just, once you get into this, you will not have enough diffusers in your house, trust me.
Yeah. So I've done a training video on how you should lay this out, but basically it's like the introduction video, the calendar, the SMART goals chart, which is all the resources we provide you with. Unlock the course is signing up for the Home Essentials Kit. Then we go into doTERRA for Life. So this is basically how the rest of the course will actually look. So you have the class, which we've pre-done for you, MP4 video available, the mini book pre-done for you, all the Canva templates are available, put it in as a PDF, customize it to your own links, add your own website, do whatever you want with it. Creation book, massive book full of recipes, ideas, things that they could use.
So much information in there.
All relating to the topic. We have an editor, and our editor was so upset with us, saying these books are too big, there's too much information, it's too
kept telling me cut it down, cut it down.
Yes, and we were like, no, we will continue with this. So these books are huge. I mean, like, I think how many, like, we'll actually
70 odd pages, some of them.
Yeah, some of them were like going to just the life one. Let's just have a quick squiz at this, shall we? You know, like while we're here. But the life is 54 pages for the creation book alone. And then we have our mini creation book. Where are we here? The goals. So the mini books were 32 pages. The mini books, yeah. What were we thinking? I don't. Anyway, we said no, we're not cutting it down. We're going to keep going with this. We're going to give as much value as we possibly can, because what we wanted was anyone who took this course. So, like, let's say you say, right, I'm getting on board with doTERRA for Life, and this is what I'm going to use to bring my customers in now. We wanted everyone who came to you, no matter who they were, to say, actually, I found something I liked in this book.
Yes.
and I would use it, and I want to see the next one. So you've got to add lots of variety in there.
Yeah, there really had to be something for everyone.
Absolutely. So that's the doTERRA for life. And then basically all you do for the rest of the modules is take the class, take the mini book, take the creation book, take the affirmation meditation, which is an MP4 and an MP3, and just set those up. Set those 4 up, and then you make a LRP link, and then you do another one like this, unlock the rest of the course. And I'll show you what that looks like in a minute so you can see it. But basically you add that onto the bottom of every module, and that is your course done. So all you're doing is taking from us and putting on your website.
It's a pre-recorded class that we've recorded. Obviously, if you want to record your own, you can do that. But
yeah, and
we've done it all for you.
And all the classes are just over 30 minutes, aren't they? And they go through what you need to do for the module. They go through the experts in the module. They go through inspirational information about how you can better your life in this particular area, wherever it may be. You know, we've got life and love, abundance, finance, career, well-being, intellect, family, emotion, spirituality, character, and social. So there's literally something there in there for everyone. So we've basically gone through and given people the means to do something great with their lives with this. And it's not just about the oils. It's not just about the oils. It's about the topic and everything that's centered around
it's about
that.
Personal growth, using the oils to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, so it's like using the oils to enhance certain aspects of your life. What are you struggling with right now? Anyone who's struggling with anything can go into this and say, right, I'm struggling with work right now. Go to the career module, see if there's something in there that will help you. You know, and this is also a great tool for you for doing consultations, doing, you know, if somebody does come to you and say, well, I've got this problem, you know, just find out the topic or what it's relating to, and kind of direct them to the resources that you already have within doTERRA for Life, because that will help you immensely. Yeah, so you set up all the remaining modules with these resources, which are all available here inside the modules, and then your LRP. And obviously you create the LRP based on what we have already given you. And if you're wondering where your LRP order is, basically we go through, we give you this presentation and useful links that you can share with people. And the LRP is always here after point 3. Okay, so in every single module, in every single presentation. So that's obviously the starter, the enrollment that you want to get people on. And then obviously they move into the next one, and in the next module, there's another LRP that you get people on. So you create your links based on whatever oils are in the LRP at that time.
Some months it's just 3 oils that they're ordering, some months it's maybe 5. But it meets the criteria to get your free oil of the month, and they're slightly higher at the beginning for your fast start, and then it dwindles down, and by the end of the whole program I think you've got something like 80 or 90 oils. So you've got this massive kit of oils, but by that point you know what to do with them.
Yeah,
because if someone handed you all those oils in one go, you'd just be like, what do I do now?
yeah.
So we're letting them grow their oil collection slowly and carefully, and teaching them what to do with it along the way.
But as a builder as well, if you're somebody who's doing this as a business, for sure, you might just want to help people and give people really good content and really good value. That's fine. But if you're a builder as well, that could be a huge up boost or a boost up in your business to know I've got my customers on this LRP and taking this course and going through this motion. Now to the customer, you're giving them this course for free. You know, you are not charging them for this course, and this course is like something that you would probably normally want to charge for if you're a coach or, you know, something like that. But what you're doing is you're giving people this course, which is huge value and something definitely people would pay for, just in exchange for, okay, follow it and go through the steps and go through the motions and better your life. And in the end, you know, you're selling doTERRA. It's like a byproduct of going through this course. And then finally, the other thing that we've added in the done for you system is emails. So I've given you the first email that needs to go out, Then you can customize the topic emails going forward. So you would send one of those every month, and you can do this in an email campaign. And I've put the instructions here of how you set up an email campaign. And then we've got the end email, the final email, which is kind of like closing off. Okay, so you've got a full year's worth of emails right there that you can just set up and put in. So the done for you system is pretty much it's done for you. So you can go up to the done for you instructor system here, and you can go through these videos and these resources and basically set up the whole system for yourself as your own coaching program. And this is the thing, what was really missing was the ability to be, like, you would have had to have taught the class or recorded the class yourself. I've put in the videos how you can record the class yourself, and we have given you the templates for the classes as well. So not only have we recorded them ourselves and given you the MP4 video, but we've also given you the templates for the classes. So if you say, well, actually, I would like to record this myself, I've given you instructions in there of how you can do it in Canva, just present and record, and you can actually make the videos yourself, but the templates are all there and done for you. So we've got the presentation template, which is meant to be for the class, the person teaching the class. Like, for example, in here, the abundance presentation is meant for the teachers to adapt to, you know, share, to take things out, to put things in. This is more about teaching the instructor, but then we've now added to every single module the actual class itself, which has the oil information in it. You know, I'll just open one for you so I can show you. So it looks very similar to the presenter class, but it's different. So we've got the things that we're teaching inside the session. We go the overview, remember the steps, immerse yourself. So we've added bits and pieces in there. And then we go through the oils in there as well. So it's a whole oil presentation as well, going through all the individual oils that are inside that topic and talking about them in relation. This is another thing I want to point out. You will see, for example, repetitively frankincense, lavender, you know, inside the presentations, but the descriptions are all different. Okay, so there's not the same descriptions.
Yeah, the descriptions match the topic. So it's how does this oil help me with this topic?
Yeah, so if you see, well, frankincense is in this presentation and frankincense is in another one, it's a different way of looking at frankincense based on the topic. Then we have obviously the affirmation blend and the affirmation meditations. The affirmation meditations are also injected into the class. So if someone's watching the class, they can actually do the affirmation meditation, but they'll also have the option of having the MP3 as well. That's why it says welcome back to people. And then it introduces people to the books and closes off the class. So you've got a whole entire class, and you've got 12 of those bad boys in there right now available to you. So this is basically the most comprehensive done for you doTERRA. I have one
two courses, isn't it? It's one,
yeah,
create your own and edit it, do what you want with it, and it's one totally done for you. And you can start off in the done and progress onto the create if you want,
yeah,
or you can run either or mix them, and basically all the options are open to you.
absolutely. So I just wanted to show you, I'm going to stop sharing this screen right now, and I'm going to just share another screen so someone can actually see again how this would look to the end user, because obviously there's a lot of resources and tools and things like that, and it might seem overwhelming. We've got lots of little mosquito in here, like we're gonna fight with it now. So we've got like all these resources and things like that in the sort of the bit that you sign up for, because we want to give you as much as possible so you can customize this however you want, but it's not that overwhelming to the end user. Just, you know, wanted to point this out. So obviously when someone comes in and they start to use doTERRA, you don't really want to put a beginner inside all those resources and have them look at too many things. But
no, it's so overwhelming if you're like, what have I come into? What's this?
Yeah, the doTERRA for Life course, we put it together as more of like a builder resource, you know, like share a builder resource. But the actual user, the end user, would have The doTERRA for Life introduction, the calendar, the goals, and then signing up on the Home Essentials kit. And then they would literally just see this inside their, you know, their area. Okay, so you can do other things. You know, for example, I've just included the class here, and obviously I mentioned about the expert and things like that in the class. But if you wanted to add information underneath, you can. Like in the doTERRA for Life introduction, I've added information underneath and take me to the class, and you know, you can add buttons in there. And then don't forget as well, at the end of every module, so you'll have a module with the class, the mini book, creation book, and affirmation meditation. That's what makes up the information for the end user. But you will also have something that looks like this in every single one, with a button for your LRP. So basically people will go, you'll have your email that says, hey, you know, we're 4 weeks on, it's the abundance module, and you know, go and take the module. They'll go through the module and they will just be able to open up the order. You can use the same image that's inside the presentation, just download the image, but make sure you put your custom LRP link, so someone can just go and click that, place the order, and it's done. Nobody has to think about it. And I think that's just a really nice feature and nice part, you know, like to just come in here and say, oh yeah, I'm interested in this thing, you know, no wellness consultations, nothing like that. You've done the selling through the content and the videos and the classes and the materials that are available and the books, and people are like, oh, you know, like this looks interesting, I like this stuff, this is an interesting topic, this is an interesting thing. You know, you've given them enough information to know, okay, yeah, I could sign up for this.
Yeah, this is going to benefit me. There's definitely aspects of this that I want to improve, and these oils are going to help.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're like, okay, yeah, I'll unlock the rest of the course, I'll go for this, I'll get the Home Essentials kit, go for that, and just make sure again you've got an LRP. But when you give people the rest of the course, doTERRA for Life is free, because we're using that as a way, an entry doorway into things. We want to show people this is what we've got for you.
First life module.
Yeah, this is, you know, like this is what we got, this is what we can do, but now we're going to focus on specific topics, but you have to sign up for a customer to get those. So the way it works is you only give people the rest of the course, which you can have set up, if they've signed up as a customer for you. And if they haven't signed up as a customer because they say to you, well, I already have doTERRA, I'm already a doTERRA person with somebody else, you say no worries, you can still get it, but go through All Me Up Baby and give them your affiliate link. Okay,
yeah, so you'll still get your commission.
So you still get your commission from us, and either way you will earn, so you never lose out with doTERRA for Life. There is no, under no circumstances can you say that anything has been wasted. And this is what we've come against with a lot of people. It's like somebody has a doTERRA account, they feel like they're wasting their time, or they invited them onto a class and they've already got a doTERRA account.
Yeah, they feel a bit cheated, don't they? They're like, oh, they already have an account, they're no use to me.
Yes, be gone with you. No, we don't want to do that with people. We want to help people by saying, okay, well, actually, it's great that you've already got doTERRA. I'm actually, you know, using a course that's created by All Me Up Baby about doTERRA, and here's the link, and make sure it's your affiliate link, because if they get the course through us rather than you, because you're giving it away only to your customers, which is how it should be, then that's absolutely fine. You benefit from that too.
And you're not treading on anyone's doTERRA toes, and no one can say anything, and you don't feel like you've wasted your time, and it's all about sharing and caring.
Yeah, I know. I remember I was working with a doTERRA lady who was always really so upset. She was running Facebook ads and she was saying, like, the same people were signing up for the Facebook ads who already had doTERRA accounts. And then she would have a whole group of people on her classes that were all people with doTERRA accounts, and she'd paid for those people. And then she was like, I can't do anything with them. And I was like, well, you could share your affiliate link, you know, and then she's like, oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah. So it's just, okay. So we set this up as well for your LRP order. Get everything in, get it all set up, get the emails set up, and you have got a fully automated 12-month program specifically for your doTERRA, for your doTERRA customers. Okay, and what you do is you bring people in on the Home Essentials kit, which is the first module, which is the free module. You give it away for free. Give it away to anyone and everyone you want. Any subscriber that comes in to that free module, you go after. Like, not literally like, but like, you know,
Maybe a little bit.
I thank you. No, you contact them and then you say, hey, how did you find the first module? You know, do you think you'll be signing up with the Home Essentials? I would love to invite you onto the rest of the course. Did you know that we've got the rest of the course? If you even don't want to contact those people, you set up your automated first email to go out and say, you know, it will be great if we can get you on the Home Essentials kit. I would love to give you the rest of the course. However you want to say it, word it, you know, you can. We've got the emails in there now, so you can do whatever you like. But you can automate the whole thing. You can literally automate it, and you will automate this bad boy without it ever feeling like a lot of people don't like automation. Yeah. But I think
because it feels impersonal, doesn't it?
It does. But it's not impersonal when you're constantly saying on the emails, contact me if you need anything, contact me if you've got any questions, this is your information for this month, this is what you need to do this month. Like,
people don't feel it's one-to-many.
Yeah,
you're doing one-to-many, but the customer, the end user, doesn't feel that. Like,
no, because they've got access to all of these tools and resources, and you're emailing them saying, hey, you've been in there for 4 weeks now, it's time to move on to the next module. And in that, don't forget, you've got your LRP and we've got to get that in before the 15th. All it's automated, but it doesn't feel automated. Yeah. And this is a hell of a lot better than having someone go into a doTERRA group going, I just signed up for doTERRA and someone's abandoned me and I've never heard from them again. That would be terrible. Oh, Maria, it's amazing how to leave now. I'll send you a recording so that you can watch it in the masterclass. Yes.
Yes, we will, but you're not here to hear that.
Sorry, if you're watching the replay. Yeah, so this is the beauty of it. And I think if anyone's going to do doTERRA, just do your people a service and just set this up, because once you've done it once, it's done. It's one and done. Once it's set up, it's done. All you need to do is click a button, put in an email address and invite people in once they're a customer. And all you need to do before that is just invite people to come in and say, hey, I've got this great thing called doTERRA for Life. I want to invite you in, come and see what I've got, you know, what I want to share. And you're going to get customers from this. You're going to get Home Essential signups, and then people are going to want to learn more because it's just makes sense.
Yeah,
it does.
Once you get the people coming in, then you start working on your legs, because actually you only need a few key builders in there to really start to grow. I
mean, let's talk about, because we were talking before about how this is great for like when you do like the power of
3 and fast start and everything.
The fast start as well, really, because you need people making certain orders within certain periods of time. And this isn't selling to people saying, what do you want, what can I give you, what can you buy, what can you, this is saying, oh, hey,
people to buy.
You've got to stick to the course, you've got to stick to the program. So, you know, like this is how we move you through the program. There's nothing.
But they're never going to be sat there going, oh, what do we need on my LRP this month? Oh,
yeah, I can't think of anything. Or
it's like, this is what you need. And you're not selling to people, you're helping people to buy. You're helping people to improve a certain aspect of their life. So it's never going to have that icky sales feel of, oh, I'm just selling to people because I want the commission. It's not that at all. You're never going to have that feeling.
No, it's just a phenomenal way to grow your doTERRA business.
It's a phenomenal way to help people.
Yeah. Which she's more on the oily help side, and I'm more on the business side. Like,
that's why you work together.
That's why it works. No, but really, it really is. And it's helped me so much. Like being that person who's like, oh, I don't you know, I can now identify specifically what oils I would want, because I've been through this course. I really have been through this course. I put it together and I've been through this course, and I'm like, oh, I'd want that oil because of this, you know, because of this recipe, or because of the reason that Heather just told me I'd want this oil, you know. And it's really interesting, because I wouldn't have had this information if I'd gone researching doTERRA. I certainly wouldn't have had this information. So thank you for that. Yeah, feeling proud of yourself. I certainly wouldn't have had this information just, you know, scanning YouTube or something like, because I wouldn't have known that I needed to look for it, you know. You don't know until you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is why this whole doTERRA for Life thing has come together. It's been a monster. I've been putting, now you know, everyone knows why I've been putting Cultivate, which is another course I'm creating, which I am still creating, but that's more thing. But this is why Cultivate's been on the back burner, because I just felt like we needed to really put doTERRA for Life to bed in a sense, but you know, packaged in a way that people can really do so many things with it that is just simply not possible elsewhere.
The thing is, everything we've created, what we started with originally when we started Oil Me Up Baby, has morphed into something completely different.
Yeah.
And doTERRA for Life has morphed into something completely different. And it's almost like we're learning and growing as well, and we're seeing what our customers want and what they need. And you know, if you've already got doTERRA for Life, this added edition is the most phenomenal value. You know, it's now there for you to access as well.
Yeah.
So yes, Cultivate, it's morphing into something else as it's been progressing on.
Absolutely.
So when that comes out, it will, wow.
Yeah. So 2 things I've just realized we're at the top of the hour and I could just talk and talk and talk. We're putting doTERRA for Life on a discount, so do tell your friends, tell your doTERRA friends that we're doing. Oh, we're doing, no, that's the that's the discount.
Oh.
It's the Advent discount, because we're coinciding it with a, she's spoiled it now.
Sorry.
She's coinciding it with an Advent calendar. I'll put the Advent calendar link in there because you told everyone.
Advent calendar.
Anyway. Yeah. So we've got an Advent calendar. We did it last year and we decided to do it again this year. Last year we did it with the experience pack. This year we're doing it with doTERRA for Life. So we've got a doTERRA for Life Advent calendar. The link is in there. We'll send this out on the email as well. So you'll get a new doTERRA for Life recipe that we've picked every day throughout Advent. And throughout every day throughout Advent, you can get a discount on doTERRA for Life, because we're just so happy to share it and want everyone to have it. So we're doing those things. The links are in the chat. We'll also send the links out to you on email if you're watching this replay. And if you're watching this replay on YouTube, do check the links below on the video because they'll be in there too. So yeah, I think we're done now.
I think we're done.
Happy Christmas, everyone, because we won't see you now until the 30th of next month, which is the day before your birthday.
It is the day before my birthday. It's the day I fly back from the UK. So
yeah,
I'm looking a bit more.
She may or may not be here. I don't know. I've told her to take the night off.
I will be here.
But for everybody who's watching this, do have a very Merry Christmas. Do check out the Advent calendar. It's lots of fun, and we wanted to give you that, you know, a little special Christmassy thing, festive thing, to sort of ease you into the holidays. We hope you have a fantastic December. We hope you have a fantastic 2024, and do make doTERRA for Life part of that 2024, because we think it's going to be a game changer. Yes, you can.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in the US, and I have been through some of the modules and noticed that you know, there are some differences in the oils. Like, for instance, y'all have air and I have breathe, so I would need to go in and change those out, correct?
Yeah,
or you could put a little disclaimer at the bottom and just say, in this region, air is actually known as breathe. And as long as you put a little disclaimer in there, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just screen share a second, because that's a really super good point that you've made. So when you're setting it up, if you want to use the pre-recorded videos, you know, in the classes, which are like this, you can put text underneath here. Just put a little image of the oil saying this is actually this in the US, and on your LRP order, when you do the link, and you add that as a module, you would obviously add your version of the oil on the LRP thing.
Now, if you're editing it yourself, obviously you can change it, you can edit it, you can change the image.
Right.
Absolutely fine if you're editing it, but if you want to use the done for, just put a little note disclaimer in there, and I think people will accept
or
that.
You do also have, if you were using the MP4s, you have the raw files of the MP4, so you could just overlay, or you could just overlay like a little disclaimer or something like that on the actual video. You can edit the video because we're giving the MP4 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so kind of the same thing, what I've noticed is in the classes and the books and stuff, the Canva pics, the pictures that you're using, some of them are premium, so you would have to have a premium Canva account, right?
Yeah, for that you
Okay,
have to have the premium Canva account or change the images.
right. Okay, just confirming. And then on the LRP, is that, and do you explain that in one of the done for you emails? Like how to sign up for LRP?
We give people the LRP, the links for the LRP order. So I think,
No, but then they're not on an LRP. No, we haven't put together, okay, of how to actually get onto an LRP.
Right, like what it is and how to like, because in my emails right now, I'm giving a little, I send out an email that says, here's the best way, to order your oils and, kind of run through how to
Why to be on
set
an
it up.
LRP,
Right,
how to set that LRP up,
right.
okay. Why would you want to be on the LRP?
but also to set it up. Yes,
Yeah.
because what we're giving them the link to automatically have those oils, but we want to put it into the LRP.
Right. Yes.
We'll work on
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm just asking.
I'm her LRP.
Just asking. I can obviously add that. I was just wondering.
No, that's nice feedback actually.
Yeah.
That's an interesting point. We will discuss that after this.
Okay.
Watch this.
All right.
But it's also a good thing, and I just want to say for anyone watching this video, if anything comes up like that for anyone now or in the future, where you think, oh, I need this in built into the course, or I need something like that, we'll do it.
Yeah, please tell us. Like you
Yeah.
said, everything keeps morphing and creating as we're learning, we're growing, we're getting feedback from customers. The course wouldn't be what it is now without feedback from you guys.
Yeah.
So stuff like this
Okay.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that, Gina. Thank you.
All right. I think that was it.
Okay. Yeah, the oils thing is, we always have an issue with the oils, because like even in the UK there are different rules with what you can order in the UK as opposed to America.
When you first sign up as well,
we can't
place an order over a certain amount in the first 7 days of your membership.
We can't have someone sign up as a wellness advocate and place an order for a home essentials kit, because they have to
within
wait
7 days. Yeah. They have to sign up as a customer, buy it, and then convert their account.
Yeah.
The UK has these rules. It's the whole, so you're not pressuring someone into buying, that cooling off period. Yeah, it's the UK thing.
Like nobody knows their own mind.
And we're bullying people and beating them with a stick to buy the kit.
doTERRA are gonna love us.
That's not
Okay.
a doTERRA thing though, that's a UK.
Yeah, that is yeah, sorry, that is not a doTERRA thing, that is a UK.
Yeah, no. That's a crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
So this is why it comes up on the videos that I make, because we were obviously in a doTERRA account, and it says you can't buy this for 7 days.
Right. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So yeah, we do have a lot of challenges geographically in terms of creating.
But there's ways around it, and if you ever find a customer that's based in the UK and you're like, okay, we've come across this, how do we get around it? Like we just said, you'd sign them up as a customer, put them on an LRP, get them the kit ordered, and then convert them to an advocate, which they can just do with the click of a button. There's little loopholes there.
And if I forget, I'm just gonna reach out to you, Heather.
Yes, please do.
Yes, please do. I mean,
that's what we're trying to say to people. Like, we're working alongside you to grow your business. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. This is awesome. You just keep like being amazing.
Oh, thank you. We try. It doesn't always work, but we try. Okay, guys,
Awesome.
Thank you so much. We hope that you loved doTERRA for Life, and absolutely, I've been promising Cultivate for months. I know that, but it's coming, and it's going to be better than ever, and it's actually a really good thing, because so many new things have come up recently for us that we're building into Cultivate that wasn't there before. So yeah, that's coming up. And enjoy doTERRA for Life, because we certainly have. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Bye.
Take care. We'll see you next time.